Aha! Hello. Happy New Year. So, thank you so much for being patient while I was convalescing with the flu. Let me get over to the comments, see if we got any comments going on here. I am streaming also to Instagram, so I'm going back and forth. So if it looks like I'm playing tennis, I'm just looking at comments. Um, so I got the flu. Carlina, hello, darling. I got the flu and I caught that. Hi, Amanda. I got that the day after Christmas. And you guys can see the last time I was supposed to get my hair touched up, I got a cold and I thought it was something worse. And I didn't go and get my hair touched up. And then the holidays got in the way. And then I got the flu and I got roots galore. So, like, I got to do something about this. My hairdresser is fabulous, and I miss him, and I need to get down there. So, we're gonna do a couple of things. I didn't do my pick a card this week, and it's already Wednesday. I got a whole bunch of production videos in the tank for you guys. So, there was one today I did share, and Elijah Blue, what's going on with him. And then at 10 o'clock tonight, we're going to have Demi Lovato and her new fiance. So there's going to be some information about that. You guys can enjoy that. It's 10 o'clock New York time. So if you have to watch it tomorrow, that's cool. But I figured I would get on right now. And thank you, Roxy. Thank you, everybody. I know when I get sick like that and I'm in bed, like, you're just not gonna hear from me at all. My son is high score of 101.1 right now, so he is the next one in line, so, I don't know, who knows? Where is it gonna land next? But I guess he's gonna be home for a few days, so it's a good thing. I have this fabulous job that you guys have made possible working from home. So, let's do pick a card because I usually I wanted to do one pick a card a week. So, oh, thank you, Amanda. This is a lot of makeup and a lot of lighting. There's a lot of lights here. So, let's do pick a card. So, we'll do, yeah. Oh, so this is fun too. I for some reason I answered a Reddit today, and I was on fire on Reddit. Like, everybody was DMing me, asking me for readings. So I was doing readings on Reddit today, like a maniac. So let's do this. We're going to do pick a card for you guys, unless anybody wants to jump into the comments and ask for a reading. You got about an hour and a half with me. So let's go, fam. Let's get some readings done. Let's have some fun. I missed you guys. I hope Santa was good to all of you. We had crazy holidays. It was a crazy land over here. So let's do this. I'm gonna bring up my card view. And so the big ask for today was career. So, like, that was kind of the crazy thing. That was how all this started. So somebody asked on Reddit, "Oh, how come no tarot readers? Oh, everybody does pick a card, and none of them do career readings." And I was like, "I got you. I got you. Hit me up. Send me a DM." So somebody was all up in my DMs, and then I got a few more. So I was like, "All right, we'll do Reddit readings." Reddit? Reddit Tarot. Look at that. So, over on Reddit, I'm Fortune Cookies Tarot too. I'm just not a maniac over there. I'm not a maniac on do we call it Twitter? Do we call it X? What do we call it? Ha? We call it ha? Um, so we're gonna do this little guy will be career. These will be money. And this is gonna be, do we want spirituality or love? Tell me in the comments. Steven, I was just talking about you. Steven, my hairdresser and very good friend, is over on Instagram. So, Steven, how'd he do? I was just saying, I got a cold the last time I had a touch up do. And then I just had the flu because I was ready to give you a call and get my hair done. But now Angus is sick. So, no, everyone's saying I still look beautiful, but I miss you, my friends. I miss you. So we're gonna do pick a card. We're gonna do career. We're gonna do money, And then we're going to do spirituality because Rachel jumped in there. Hutchinson. Hi, Marisol. Hi, everybody. I got my friends all over the place. So let's do this. So if you're talking about career stuff, if you're thinking about career stuff, you're going to pay attention to that right here. If you want money, you want to talk about expanding like Fortune Cookies Tarot is. Those of you that don't know, we're looking to expand our team in 2024. I have a class going on right now, 101, but I have another one coming up in February. So if you are interested in being coached by me and possibly coming to work for me or with me, I should say with me. Oh, Rick, Rick also somehow Rick and I both got sick at the same time. It was really, really weird. So business, work, career, money, spirituality. Let's go, fam. Let's go. I missed all you guys. I did. I miss doing the lives. And so we go. Career, money, and spirituality. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. All right. So let's talk about this career stuff. So under career, that is our first pile. That is the Two of Swords in reverse. So what does that mean? So when the Two of Swords is in reverse, that's sometimes irrevocable decisions that we are making. So, this is rage quitting, freaking out, and just not following the course of things. So if that's how you're feeling, let's sort that out with some clarifier cards. So, and a lot of people get like that. A lot of people will get really fed up with their job and want to rage quit, which I think is like a pandemic thing that we came up with. People started talking about rage quitting. Just doing the Scarface from Half Baked. F you, F you, F you, F you, F you, and slamming the door. So if you feel like you want to rage quit and jump out of your career, what is the best advice? So first things first, we've got the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Cups in reverse, and that Six of Pentacles in the upright. Underneath, we have the Temperance. So I shouldn't say the Temperance. That's like saying the Batman, but it's Temperance. So what we want to do here, if you are feeling like you want to rage quit, which what is it? The third, everybody's back from the holidays. Everyone got real comfortable hanging out and eating cheese and chocolate and having a cup of cheer here and there, eggnog, hands up for eggnog. So if you're feeling that way, it's not the worst thing in the world. The reality is that you're going to feel we're live, baby.
Live.
Gregopedia is here. Oh, are you coming in to wave?
No.
Oh, you were getting closer and I was kind of shocked. So this is put your defenses down. So when we come back from holiday and our back is up and we really feel like, oh, it's like the worst thing. I really don't want to do that. Here in America, a lot of people, Amanda says hi to you. A lot of people will really take off like that last 2 weeks out of the year. Even if you're not officially taking off and not working, a lot of people aren't really producing very much. Especially salespeople, because like your year is kind of up and there's really no point in, going bananas. Roxy says Moscato. So when your back is up like that and you're really, really anti, what you should do is like a mellow Monday instead of a motivational Monday. When we're in the thick of spring and everybody's renewing and feels great. Hey, Toto. When you're in the thick of things and, everybody's in spring, we're getting up early, we're going for our jogs in the morning, that is very motivational. But sometimes you have to do minimum effort Monday. which means you go in and you just mellow through your day. You don't hit the ground running. You go in kind of easy. So that's one of the things that I do in my business. My Monday is production Monday. So I do production videos. I typically don't do readings unless I have like a special request from one of my regular clients or something. All my regular clients have my cell phone number. They just send right, Amanda. They send me over a message, and I would take the call, and I'll do. But, if you do a mellow Monday as you're easing back into the workflow, kind of reflexing, hello, lady of the lake, reflexing from being on vacation essentially for the last 2 weeks or being non-productive for the last 2 weeks, that is gonna serve you a little bit better because reality, nobody wants to work. Nobody really wants to be beholden to the man, have to go into the office. I do think a lot of people are back in office. I'm hearing more and more of my friends complaining about having to go to the office more and more. So, if this isn't what you want, be generous with yourself, be generous with the people around you because reality is probably the leadership, management, the other people that you're working with really don't want to be there as well. Now, if you're in an industry like a service industry, an industry that you can't hi, Rainbow Rose, is an industry that you cannot work remotely. What do you do from there? Let's take a look at that. Can't work remotely if you have to be there and you can't kind of do that mellow Monday thing. Best thing you can do is partner up. Partner up with somebody else who's like-minded, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna have, like, a negative and a negative will equal a positive kind of thing, so you can both really support each other. Foxy! Foxy, I thought your live with Trevor was today. I'm like a big dope. It's on Friday? It's on Friday. It's on the 5th. So, I'm like a big dope. So, I will be there on Friday. I set a reminder for myself. So, partner up if you are an essential person, you have to do your job in person, you really don't wanna be there, you're having a lot of trouble getting back in, just partner up with somebody and be really systematic about it. So, like, 2 people do half the work with 1 person. You kinda do it that way. That way, you'll just ease back in. So, that is our work people. So, I know a lot of people are ready to rage quit. A lot of people are ready to jump out of their position. Don't do it. Just manage that emotion. So over here, we've got money. The devil is in reverse. What is the devil in reverse? The devil in reverse wants us to not indulge, wants us to tighten up our purse strings, wants us to be a little bit careful about our spending. So, me, I got a lovely cash gift from one of our relatives. And today, instead of spending that on something fabulous and fancy, I had to buy a new, digital thermometer because the one that we had said that Angus and I both had temperatures of 91 degrees. So we are not zombies. Um, we definitely had higher temperatures than that at some point. Um, it kept telling me that I was 96 degrees after my fever broke, which didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But my high score, I think, was 100 and point 0.6. Angus was 91 degrees before I got the new thermometer, and now he is at 101.1, so high score in the house. So this is about doing the practical thing, not doing the fun thing, unfortunately. So, Toa, if you're still here over on Instagram, this means no bouncy house buying, none of that stuff. So those days are a little bit far behind, but, Toa's a friend of mine, he bought a bouncy and I never had so much fun laughing in my whole life. I was like, "I wanna be an adult that buys a bouncy house." But so how do we manage this? How do we kinda soothe the savage beast on this one? What do we do? How do we make ourselves feel better? So opportunities abound to make money in the new year. So we can work as hard as we can, save a little, pay a little. So those of us that I know a lot of people aren't really extending themselves on credit cards these days because of the economy, and that's worldwide. That's not just here in the United States, but this is about, the power of three. You pay your bills with one part, you pay your debts with one part, you save one part. So Just be really smart about that. Picking up the extra work. Some people, like I know somebody who's in the room with me right now who did a little extra work today. So that'll come out in the wash at the end of the week, or end of 2 weeks. So that's always a good thing. Don't forget that the power of increasing your value is always in your hand. That's something people tend to think they forget about after we come out of the holidays because you're coming out of this festive period. You're used to the wallet going one way, you're just kind of spilling money out to everybody. So don't forget that the power of money can go in the opposite direction. So manifest, think about it, pull the money toward you, easy enough, use your skills, very, very simple. So there we go. So power of three with our money, even though this is a two of pentacles, power of three, we're going to save a little, pay our bills, and then pay our debts. So and debts and bills, I'm classifying those separately. So now we've got spirituality, and I have a feeling I know why the 10 of Wands is coming up here. Because, and I was just talking to a client about this today. One of the things when you are hanging out with people, when you are in a relationship with someone, when you sleep with them, sleep next to them, stand next to them, even in a working environment, if you're standing next to someone, your energetic field goes out about 6 feet from your core. So 6 feet, from 3 feet above your head, 3 feet below your feet, and 3 feet down. So what happens when you're standing next to someone and that energetic field is layering over? You're gonna pick up other people's stuff. So, being that we were at the holidays, being that there was a lot of exchanges, being that we were talking to people and close and sharing and hugging and giving gifts and all kinds of fun stuff, you pick up a lot of people's stuff. So, I want you to think about it like if somebody had dirt on their hand and you shook their hand and then they shook somebody's hand, it's gonna kinda carry over. It may not be as strong, but it's going to be there. And there's your sloppy shuffle, guys. Sloppy shuffle. And I smushed my finger when I did that too. I'm going to tell you the worst thing about taking my nails off is that I don't know where my fingers start. I'm so used to having nails. It's so weird, but my natural nails are growing out. They feel healthier. I'll have a new set on probably in another month or so. Fancy, fancy. We'll be back. So, with this energetic field, that's why we are getting the 10 of Wands, and we're also getting the 9 of Swords, because what'll happen is you'll start to pick up other people's funk, and it will affect your disposition. And we get this lack of agency with the Emperor in reverse. It comes a little bit different, to a little bit more difficult to steer your energetic card. So that's really what all this is about. Feeling the change in your energetic field from being around other people is the moon in reverse. So, and the chariot makes it very difficult for us to move. We're just kind of bogged down with everybody's stuff. So, how do we rectify that? How do we fix the best way to do it is to unground yourself. So when we're around people and we are bogged down with their energy, we are very, very grounded. Easy way to correct being overly grounded. Also, meat, if you, not that I'm a vegetarian, don't get me wrong, I love piece of meat. But when we eat a lot of meats and things, that will ground us. That'll really, really pull us into the ground. Any of your grounded vegetables will also ground you. So potatoes, carrots, anything that grows underground. What you want to do is get things that are a little bit loftier. So think oranges. Oranges grow up in the air. Think grapes. Grapes grow up in the air. Those kinds of things. So and it doesn't count when you say wine. Wine doesn't become an elevated thing because it goes through a whole process and they used to stomp on them. So wine doesn't work. But vodka is grounding, believe it or not, because it is a potato. So really you need to elevate. So think leafy vegetables, a lot of deep breathing. Go outside, take big, big gulps of air. Make sure that you really try and get that breeze in there. Also running a fan, I've had students of mine that, were air science, and for them to ground, sometimes, having a fan blowing on them was really, really helpful. I myself, I always have a hand fan. It's one of the perks of having a Japanese husband is you have plenty of fans around you at all time. But, sometimes I do use this to kinda clear myself after a reading and just kinda do that. Yes, Marisol, vodka is grounding. Uh, again, one of the wonderful, healthy bits of information that I have. So, there's our pick a card for today that I didn't get to, and I see Tracy, 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 where are you? Yes, taking walks and enjoying the sounds of the breeze of the trees. Absolutely. Trees can be very, very lifting as well. Tracy Henry, you still here? I hope you're still here, sweetie pie, 'cause Imma do reading. All right, Tracy. Oh, we're gonna do sparkly cards today. I've been getting so many compliments on these, and I need to send a link to this to one of my clients. Why do I feel a pullback, crush energy? Has he moved on? Hi, Deborah. No, Deborah, I just popped on. This was unscheduled live because now my son has a fever. Yay! Yay, us. Yeah, Rachel, let me know what you wanna do in the comments. Those of you that are new, if you feel so inclined, you can throw a donation at any of my cash apps. They're in the ticker and in the description of the video. Much appreciated. I promise you I will spend a third, and a third as per my instructions. So, all right, Tracy. Let's see what we got here. Why do I pull back? All right. So what you want, what you need, what you get. Okay. And I'm sorry, I see your comment that it really hurts. I know it does. I know it does. Um, so what you want, that hermit. Okay. The hermit is someone who wants, when he's in the upright, what he's doing is he's compiling the information that he has, the knowledge that he has, the stuff that he has put together, the data from all of his experiences, and he ruminating on that and using his best judgment to come to reasonable and learned conclusions. When we are in reverse, in this case, what we're doing is we are trying to get the other party to see reason. So, what you want section, is that gonna happen? Is X going to feel that? N no, he is on to different places now. He is moving on, trying to find a new start. 30 people in here. Holy moly. Happy New Year, everybody. Please make sure that you hit the like button for my algorithms here. We are scaling up for 2024. Trying to soar high and get lots of big numbers here on the U of the tube and Instagram and X and where are we? Facebook. We're all over the place. So we are everywhere. We are international. So he's really moving on to establishing new places, new things. He's not going to, intrinsically understand how you feel. What you need is a definitive answer. So this is closure. We have our emperor here. The emperor is someone who gives us answers, who gives us closure. The problem is we didn't get closure. You did not get closure. There was, maybe some harsh words, maybe, maybe a little bit of stuff, but there really wasn't that definitive closure that said, "I'm gonna go my way, you're gonna go your way," "Have a nice life." We didn't get that with this one. What you get, okay, is unfortunately this 2 of cups in reverse. This is a broken heart, but how do we fix that? How do we make you feel better, Tracy? So this is a practice that I think everybody should do, and, where's my book? Um, and I know this is so hard, but this is a 5-minute journal. It's expensive, but you can also get this, you can get the app on your phone. They have an app, just look up the 5-minute journal, and what it is it has you in the morning, you get this fun little quote, and then you write down 3 things that you're grateful for, 3 things that would make today great, your daily affirmation, "I am freaking fantastic," and then at night, you go back and you write 3 things that were great that happened and 3 things that could have made the day better. Why is this important? Because it forces us to reflect on the good things instead of sitting there and ruminating about the things that hurt us, the things that we don't have. It forces us to focus on what's good, not in like a creepy kind of Cardi B way, like she like Miley Cyrus. So it does really force us to look at the blessings that we have. And I told someone else this today. When the universe takes someone out of our circle, a lot of the times they're gonna put somebody really great in your circle. When I broke up with my ex, I was like, "All right, I'm done." I was over 40. I was like, "I'm done. Nobody's ever gonna love me. I'm old. I'm old and I have kids and I'm just a mess." And I didn't have a great job at the time. It was really terrible. Um, but the reality is that I Greg rolled back into my life. We've known each other since we were kids, and I wound up with an amazing job, and I kind of kept looking forward. If you keep looking at the sun rising, you're going to find that light. You're going to find something to pull yourself along with. So, even though you're not getting the treat that you want, look at this, because this is like you put yourself out there with the 9 of wands in reverse. You did not get your wish fulfilled with that 9 of cups. We're gonna put that over there, because what's down here? We've got the sun also shines. The sun is slow rising, and you're going to get something that is much better that will come your way. Something that is much more prepared for you, something that is much more tailored for you. And once that comes, it's going to move very quickly. Okay? So that's how I want you to look at this. So easy ways to kind of cut yourself out of the relationship. I have friends that will take a picture and they'll like freeze it in an ice cube and stick it in the freezer. I don't like doing that stuff because I feel like if I want to freeze my ex and stick them in the freezer, what if I need peas or frozen cherries or something, and I'm gonna make a smoothie and like
That's all where he is.
yeah, maybe Captain Solo needs to stay where he is, right? Yeah, he survived the freezing process. What I like to do is I like to burn them, you take the picture, you burn it, you take the love letters, you burn them, you get rid of them. They call it spelling for a reason. It's like the 5th time I said that this week. So, when those things that are written, you can keep going back to those. They do carry some magic with them, so you do wanna get rid of that. What I would do, don't go on the apps, don't do anything like that, don't, start looking for Mr. Whomever, but I would start to do, like, a cleansing of yourself, a little bit of an Epsom salt bath. You can throw some salt around in your house and sweep up or vacuum up, that I think is really a good thing. Kind of changing the energy there. Rearranging your furniture a little bit. Like, I'm not saying, go out and buy all new furniture, but if you rearrange your furniture, clean your house, you do change the energetic feel and it does kind of get somebody out of there. So, that means sometimes picking up the cushions and making sure that, you clean up under the cushions and stuff like that. So, I'm sorry that you're hurting, Tracy. I'm sorry that you miss your ex, but it is time for you to let that go so that you can open the door and bring somebody really awesome in. That's what we need. So, let me get back up here. You confess, so don't worry about that. That's in the past, don't worry about it. What's the worst thing that's gonna happen? 10 years from now, 5 years from now, maybe 10 days from now, you might look at it and go, "Oh, I really messed up, and, like, I should have stayed with Tracy." But by that point, you're gonna be with somebody really cute and somebody really fun who has a cool car. That's how I see it. So, let it go. Clean that out, clean that out. So, Rachel, I'm just gonna scroll through the comments and make sure you didn't ask me another question. I hope you like that, Tracy. Um, okay, and then Rachel says, let me see, let me see. And you like my tattoo on my wrist? Thank you. So, all right, so let's oh, and Foxy, you have a question about Shaq? Yeah, no, that's cool. We can do Shaq. All right, Rachel, anything on current situation at the minute, or yeah, I'm gonna trade up decks just for a second. Is that sick child playing the drums? Yes. What is wrong with him? He cannot stop. I just went up there and told him not to play on drums. Like, that's crazy. You're asking your fish not to swim. Oh my goodness. All right. So, Rachel, anything on your current situation? All right, you're not giving me much information on this, but let's see. Let's see what we got. Let's see. And everybody that's joining in there, Happy New Year. I hope you guys are having a great start to your week. Current situation. There's your news that came in. There's our problem that we can't get around. Here's our walking away business. Problem? So, yes, there's problem. Undisclosed problem. It's blinking. Brock. So, undisclosed situation. So, what I'm seeing in this situation right now. Okay, so bad news came in. Um, no one's really offering up any solutions. Everyone's kind of walking away from it. So that's really our situation that we have here. What is the bad news? Little deck, not big deck energy, little deck energy, Greg. It's not Alicia's deck. More of a spark. Spark? Oh, you know what? Like I'm like smiling really big, and I had a poppy seed bagel before. I didn't brush my teeth. I hope I'm not scaring you. What's that? I wish I have something with you. Do have something with you. So let's see. Bad news that came in. Bad news was considering family. But this is not everybody is worried about this. So not everybody is super concerned. So this always tells me about money, family legacy, that kind of thing. So I don't know if it's reputational or if this is actual real money that is the concern. So, but it doesn't seem like everybody's worried about this, Rachel. I'm scrolling down to see if you're giving me any more information on this. So, Foxy, Foxy, Foxy. Um, Hi, Kay. I see you on Facebook over there. Money, worried about losing house. Okay, so here we go. So that would be this legacy thing. So I don't know if there was a notice that came in the mail, not really seeing any ways around the problem. So, okay. So if we've got an issue with the bank, if we're working with bankers, it doesn't look like they're gonna be very cooperative with us at this um, the the partnership with the bank is a little like, the mortgage holder, let's put it that way, is a little bit off center here. It looks like they're really just not going to give very much. Down here, we need to come up with a different idea. Now, the 8 of cups is about walking away. This 4 of cups is a little bit of a problem because the 4 of cups is like, I'm praying, I'm trying to get a solution out of thin air, I'm trying to do that. But this kind of says, whatever your heart is telling you, if it's walk away, if it's settle with them, get out of it, that's gonna take you out of the situation. But let me pull these up. Let me pull these up, see if I can find a loophole here that's gonna get you to where you need to go. All right, immediately, I've got another lender that's gonna help you out, um, even if you're in a tight spot. It's not gonna be the best deal. So this is how you have to weigh this, everybody. So, the devil you know versus the devil you don't know. So the devil you know right now, the lender that you have right now is, playing hardball with you, really pushing you up against the wall. The devil you don't know will be a lender that's going to cut you a deal that will keep you in the house, but it's just not gonna be that great of a financial deal. So let's see which one's the worst one. Caving with the current mortgage broker or moving on to the devil we don't know. Caving with the current mortgage broker, it does cut off the relationship with the house. I do a lot of readings for real estate, and I always read them like the house is an entity, so it cuts off the relationship with the house. That is, kind of setting everybody adrift and, putting you into a situation where you're just not rooted and, you kinda don't know where you're gonna go from there. Um, May, starting anew, un unrestricted, untethered at this point, and there's untethered again. It's gonna make her very unhappy, but it will wipe out that part. Oh, it's taxman. Taxman, okay. So it will kind of free you up from the pressure of the situation. Now, let's go over here, and we're just gonna throw these back in the mix, shuffle again. So, let's talk about the devil we don't know, getting into a relationship with a different lender who maybe will cut us a bigger deal. Um, that is keeping yourself in the situation. It's prolonging the situation. We really do need to find a different way. Um, Creative stuff. So here's the thing. Um, this is sometimes a real estate agent. This is sometimes a creative real estate agent that will get in there and try and come up with a different solution that maybe is a little trickier. So this guy's a little tricky. It may not be on the up and up. So it may not be a mortgage broker so much. It may be like a mortgage broker and a real estate agent. But we might get into a situation, I don't want to say out of the frying pan and into the fire, but you may get into a situation that is just a different stress situation. Um, it, again, where you're not in control, where we don't have the financial resources that we need, but we have the sanctity and that fuzzy uh, relationship with the house. Rachel, why don't you do this? Send me a PM on Facebook, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. We'll set up like a Facebook meeting, and we'll talk about it a little more. I'm gonna be shutting down in a little while, but I will be available tomorrow. So send me a PM and we'll set something up for tomorrow, just you and I. Don't worry about, you have a meeting with someone next week. Okay. So, yeah, if you want, send me a PM. We'll set up a meeting, you and me, and we'll talk a little bit more about some creative things that you can do. Pull it to the cards and see what we can do. So, let me go back up here and let's talk about Foxy. Foxy, you are adorable. Where is I started. Here, let me get in here. All right. Shack. All right, so talk to me, Foxy. What do you want to know about Shaq? Is it about Shaq and classic cars? Shaq and classic cars. We wanna talk about while Foxy's typing, we can talk about the 3 body doubles that Pootie had. I saw that today. That was fun. What do I have coming up for you guys this week? I've got Cher and Elijah Blue, that was this morning. Demi Lovato. I've got, the Danish queen Margrethe, her abdication, Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton, Shannon Doherty. I had the Shannon Doherty thing. What about the earthquake? And what time is it for me? Right now, I'm on New York time, so it is 20 to 6 my time. So, I don't know if just message me. We'll, uh We'll take care of it, Rachel. So, one of the things we had here in New Jersey while I'm waiting for Foxy to come up with his question, because I don't know if he just wants to talk about how Shaq's year. I'm gonna tell you right now, psychically, Shaq is having a great year. I love Shaq. I love Shaq. Um, no, not that love Shaq. So let's talk about the fires on Roosevelt Island in New York. So we had a little earthquake here in New York. I think it was 1.7. If my girlfriend Kay is still on here, she did not feel it, but she was around it. So let's see. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Did we have explosions and then earthquakes? Or did we have earthquakes and then explosions? So, earthquakes and then explosions. Earthquakes? No, we're covering something up here, guys. I'm sorry. Hate to say it. Hate to say it. We're getting into conspiracy territory here. We're not going to see any more aftershocks, not like poor Japan, which had like 170 some odd King of Wands, Ace of Cups. We're covering something up here, guys. Wheel of Fortune covering up. You know, we're getting some lists this week. Some lists are being released. You know what I'm talking about. Easy.
Keep us in suspense.
I can't talk about it. I can't say anything. I'll get popped.
Please don't keep us in suspense.
Oh, Greg said, "Don't keep us in suspense." Nobody suspended themselves. Don't get hung up on this topic either. So I don't want to put you on an island, Greg.
I was going to say something, but
You're
I don't think we should talk about this at all.
at all? Oh, that was funny. That was Foxy. That was for you. Greg said he doesn't want to talk about this at all because we're talking about islands. So, I think there was something going on here. I think there was something getting covered up. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. We may have to do a private session about that pay-per-view because we can't talk about sanitation. Not allowed to talk about sanitation. So, all right. Yeah, Roxy, yeah, that trip she went on with her oncologist, friends with her. Yeah, well, you'll see the reading. Um, She went on a trip with her oncologist to Italy, and it was it was described as a bucket list trip. So, all right, Foxy, Foxy. Rachel, you're in England. I'm assuming yes, that's England. Yes, yeah. Just message me in the morning, and I'll hit you back when I get online. Okay. I'm up pretty early, but not quite as early as you. But hit me up in the morning. We'll talk, honey. So, um, I was wondering if it was going to be funny. So those of you that don't know, Shaq, what is he like a sheriff's assistant, Greg? What
So he was like
it's like a
he was like a part-time law enforcement officer,
like a
special.
like a special. Okay.
And so he was for the sheriff's office. He was a deputy.
That's what I'm going to say, deputy.
And yeah, he was on the one end pretending to be a good people.
No.
Well, no, but he was online. It was just typing.
Oh.
But I think he was like being a bait account.
No, you can't say that.
Cyclists?
You say PDF files.
Okay. Well, cyclists.
So.
Yes.
So Shaq was online pretending to look for PDF files. You guys are following me, right? I know wifey you are. I know wifey of a crazy Marine is following me. Trevor Colt just joined on Instagram. Look at that. Hello, Trevor. Trevor, you know what? I'm just gonna say something. I saw your video and you were like, yeah, I love all these channels. You listed a whole bunch, but you didn't list mine. It's okay, but I cannot wait. I thought you were doing your collab with Foxy today, and Foxy's over on YouTube right now, chatting in the comments. But I will definitely be on your live on Friday, so I'm thrilled to see you and Foxy doing it. So Happy New Year to you. Oh no, it's okay, Trevor. I'm only kidding. I'm an attention hog. I'm the youngest of four, so I'm desperate for anyone to pay attention to me. Hence my YouTube channel. But so let's see. So we're talking about Shaq, the illustrious Shaq. About he was playing around looking for PDF files online with something like a sheriff's department or something like that. So is he going to have any blowback from this? Is our great and fearless friend? He is Shaka Closet. Love him.
You've been doing that for a while.
Oh, I love him. The devil. There's some people that don't like him doing this. Yeah, there are some people that do not like it. And one of the things is that so if I were doing this reading for Shaq, like if I, was having a conversation with him, if only, what I would say is I would need a bigger chair. Yeah, definitely would. Yeah. Might need a bigger house, right? I mean, isn't he like 6'7"? I mean, not that we live in a Hobbit house, but those are when Greg and I were looking for our house, like, that was one of the things, like, he had to, like, check the showers and things like that. I'm only 5'1 3/4 inches, so, like, I fit almost everywhere. I didn't realize, like, when you're a normal sized person, it's really hard to, like, find showers that you fit in, so, or abnormally sized. You're not normal sized. You're not. I said that online. You are not normal sized. You're extra large, honey. So I'm blushing now. So he needs to make sure that this business, because if he was like legit law enforcement, there's kind of measures that you take to make sure that you don't have the creepy creeps, know things about you. But unfortunately, because he's a celebrity, he gets into this situation where he's a bit more visible and a bit more accessible. I know that sounds weird because he is a celebrity, but if he were my client, if he were my tarot client, I would tell him just to be very careful about being out there and being exposed because there are some individuals who are involved in this type of I'm going to call it lifestyle that are really unscrupulous and have nothing to lose. Well, yes, but yeah, having nothing to lose and kind of going after. And this could end poorly. So let me pull that there. It could end poorly. So I would have some very serious warnings for him if he were my client, if he were, someone who was getting an actual reading from me. Um, to boot, I'm going to extend that to his family members. And I think that that is really important right here because we see, people with ill intent by any means necessary, by any conduit necessary. This is another reading that I thought we were going to be doing on him. I really thought this was going to be like Shaq is great and everything's wonderful. But here I would be very, very careful about proceeding with that. I'm sure he's got oodles of security around him, but sometimes these shady people can circumvent the oodles of security that we put into place. So I would just be very, very, very careful about that. Um, what's that? He is the brute squad. I can't hear you, my darling. What?
Yes, that's what I said.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
From
Oh,
the other
damn.
way, we call it Brute Squad.
Before I call the brute squad. Yes, the brute squad. Um, so yes, yes. So Foxy, I hope you like that. I don't know. This is kinda crazy. Wifey, yes, Greg and I are sneaky, sneaky little suggestive people with our language. Hello, Gemma. Oh, all my friends in England are here. Everybody's here. What?
I don't like the term.
Oh, can you stop? Like, that's not a thing anymore. It's not 1942. So, Greg is half Japanese, and so I'm not allowed to say certain things that were slurs back in 1942. I wasn't even alive. I don't even know. I don't even know. So, what did I say that one day? Nip in the bud. I'm not allowed to say nip. Ah. So, yes. So, yes, Amanda, I am very short. I am quite short. So that's why I wear heels all the time. Who is 6'7"? My husband is not 6'7", Foxy. He is almost 6'4". So when we stand next to each other, if I don't have heels on, he looks like he's babysitting. Not anymore. Gemma, you're 4'11"? You're my sister's size. My oldest sister is 4'11". She's super tiny. Super, super tiny. So, and she has super tiny feet. 6'7". Who is 6'7"? Did I said someone was 6'7"? Ah. So, Tracy, I'm gonna have to go back. Yeah, you can watch it on the replay. I can't remember what I said. Sometimes that happens with readings. Like I don't remember what I'm saying. Gemma, since you are here and you're getting all of these talks scheduled, which are fantastic, let's do a little reading for you. So, and I have to tell you, I actually was just thinking about you the other day because, I use a lot of my tips to get new decks and you gave me a tip a while ago and I said, I'm going to get a Gemma deck. I can't find one that accurately represents Gemma yet. I've been looking for some reason. I feel like it needs to be purple. So I've been looking for like a purple deck that I like. I saw one with aliens on it, but they were very cartoony and I didn't like them. So I'm still looking for my Gemma deck. I have a Johnny Depp deck, and now I'm gonna have to have a Gemma deck. So I'm still looking. Um, so let's see how your talk is gonna go. Let's see how things are gonna go for you for like the first quarter of the year. January, February, March. Let's see how that's gonna happen for you. Gemma. I want to see how awesome things can be for you, sweetie pie. Ah. All right. So if we're talking January, February, March, what I'm going to tell you is do not be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. Okay, so I know that, reaching out and doing these talks at school and starting to book those kinds of, events for you was something that was out of your comfort zone. There's gonna be more that's coming at you, asking you to get out of your comfort zone, and it's going to take you into a different level of professionalism that, uh, it's not that it's unexpected, but I don't think the evolution was something that you quite expected to happen so quickly. And you're at that point. Now, the HUD talks about this. You're at the point where you're unconsciously competent. So there's the different levels of competency where you're consciously competent, unconsciously competent. And this, Gemma, is you are at the point where you're gonna be really suited to do these talks and to, step up and to do something a little bit different with a little bit more agency and a little bit more clout. So don't be afraid of that. Do not be afraid of that. You're not too inexperienced, you're not too, out of your depth on this. You're absolutely able to do this. And it's one of those moments where you have to jump into the pool before you can start swimming. So you just have to fake it until you make it. You'll be able to do this. Do not judge yourself. One of the things that I'm gonna tell you is if any of your talks that you've been doing at the schools are recorded, go back and watch them. Do like they do at sporting events, professional players, they'll go back and they'll watch their tapes, they'll see how they play, they'll see how everything looks. Go back and do that. And you're gonna be very surprised because you're not gonna recognize the Gemma that's doing the talks. You're gonna be like, "Oh, wow, I don't really know what I'm talking about." We all do that. Like, sometimes you just go, "I don't really know what I'm talking about. Holy crap." So when we get into February, there's gonna be some adjusting that you're gonna be doing. You're gonna be home a little bit more. So, and there's something of a celebration here. So you're gonna dial back work. So it's almost like in January, you're gonna start prepping the groundwork for what's gonna happen in March. So it looks like we get to take a breather, we get to celebrate a little bit at home during the month of February, maybe with, sweet, sweet Valentine's Day coming up. So, embrace whatever is pitched to you in January. Sink sink down for February, think about it, get comfortable with it, set up your plan, and then when we get to March, March is where we start to fly. And this, I think we're gonna bring in another person. I think you're gonna get to the point where you're gonna realize the 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 lectures and the product that you're putting out is gonna be a little bit too much for you to handle, and so I think you're gonna start to bring people in to your conversation. So these can be peers, these can be professional colleagues, anything like that. It does feel like these are like-minded people, um, probably people from the autism community that you can bring in that'll bring like a different aspect to the conversations and the lectures that you're doing. So, for me, like one of the things we're going to do this year with Fortune Cookies LLC is we're going to bring in some other readers. So it's going to be fun. We're going to do some showcasing of them on the channel. They're going to be up on the website, other than just Shelly and I. So it's going to be really neat. We're going to have a good time with this. This is something that you need to do. My vision and Shelly's vision is we wanted to have a different reader for like anybody could like roll up on our website and I may not resonate with somebody, Shelly may not resonate with somebody, but Madam X, one of the new people we're bringing on, she may resonate with somebody. So they'll book a reading with that person and that's somebody that's going to fit with them. So for you, there may be different components of your lecture that you want to bring in a partner or a collaborator that will be able to talk about that with more expertise and with more authority on the subject. So I think it's really cool. It's going to add another dimension to the service that you provide, and I keep telling you, you're going to wind up with some kind of uh, royal charity thing going on. So I think the more that you talk to people, the more people you bring in, the more visibility you're going to have. I think the bigger and better this is going to get. And it's such a great service. I think what you're doing on your YouTube channel and what you're doing professionally out there in the world is so needed. Having a, successful, attractive, kind young woman who's bringing her experience to the table in real time. I mean, we all love Temple Grandin. We all love her, but Temple Grandin is for another age. You are a breath of fresh air and a young woman. So I think what you're doing in that aspect is really fantastic. So I still can't get my daughter to follow anyone on YouTube with any kind of regularity. She is a Twitter kind of person. So I still would like her to get on your channel and hang out for a little bit, but we will see in the future. So, Gemma, I think you're going to have an amazing 2024. Who says 2024? I've been writing 2023 all day long. Oh, wife of the grumpy old Marine. Your brother is 6'5". 6'5" of Watusi, or no, it's 7'2" of Watusi, right, Greg? Everybody's talking about height. I feel so small. I feel so small and sweaty. I am. I'm still not recovered from this stupid flu. So, um, Gemma, I love you too. I think you're amazing, honey. We should get together and have a private chat. We should have a private chat. I was scrambling the whole end of last year, so things were absolutely bananas. Running up into the holidays was just so. But this was the first year that I really could enjoy my holidays. It was really a good time. Um, so why don't we do this? What time is it? It's 6:02. I'll email you, Gemma. Well, you know, I actually wanted to have a Christmas party with all my favorite YouTubers that we hang out, and I was gonna put together an event, and then I got sick, and I couldn't do it. It was a huge bummer. But, let's do a celebrity. I'm gonna pull let's look here. Let's see who comes up right at the top. I'm gonna tell you guys, I don't have good news about the US election. I do not think we are looking at good stuff that's coming up here. Um, Putin named winner of the year by French paper Le Parisien. Uh, what's that? I don't know. Huh? No, they just run away, don't they? Oh, did I say that out loud?
You do not run away.
So, alright, I'm going through what kind of news is going on, and everything's too hot for YouTube. We can talk about the list and see who's on the list, who's shaking in their boots. Let's talk about, oh, yeah, this is another you know what? Roxy, we'll talk about the election a little bit. We'll talk about it. Gemma, you are an amazing light. You are a light that all of us are very attracted to. And healthy eating is really upsetting. My motivation is really I know, it really stinks, doesn't it? Eat, more protein. Like, just protein will make you not hungry. I found out this cool thing, so with Paul Hutchinson, I found out you guys in England, you can't get egg whites in a carton. Like, we can get egg whites in a carton here. Like, I buy, like, a little case of egg whites and, like, I have a whole bunch of cartons of egg whites, but you guys have to, like, split the eggs and, like, figure out what to do with those yolks. So, yeah, Roxy, the list is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. So, let's take a look. Let's, take a look at 46. 46 is the guy who is currently allegedly for entertainment purposes only, in charge of the United States. Um, so let's see how he's doing, because if you guys have been following my channel, you know that I've been saying they're going to pull him out. I'm actually going to do some research on this. I'm going to find out the legality of it, like how late can they pull him out and how late can they put someone in, because Amanda called him the Roomba. I love when they call him Roomba. I love it. So let's see how he's doing today. Oh my goodness, there's our 9 of Swords. But come on, man. Ace of Pentacles, he took a pill, got happy, came down, 8 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. He's wandering around the room like a Roomba. So, not in charge. There's our King of Wands in the reverse, not in charge at all. He is not with us. So this, I think the anxiety that we're seeing here is just kind of, did he fall upstairs again? So it probably lost his, the anxiety that we're seeing, I think, is just an overwhelmed feeling. Intuitively, I'm getting it's an overwhelmed feeling of, um, just having too much on his plate. He's just ill-equipped. He's ill-equipped for this. He doesn't have a lot of support. The support that he has all has their own motivations, their own MO. It's not like he is, you know, kind of directing traffic on this one. He's kind of in the traffic. So, when Ace of Pentacles, or Page of Pentacles, when we get into the Pentacles, they're physical things, they're money, they're assets, they're pieces of artwork, valuable artwork, right, pieces of writing, those kinds of things. But it can also be an actual pill. In this case, the Page of Pentacles is coming with a pill. Oh, let me smack my hand into the camera. He's coming with a pill. We are taking a pill. And then, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow. He's very happy. Everything is totally fine. But then he comes down and we're back to square one. Actually, he feels good that he gets kind of dumb, and then he's dopey wandering around the room trying to figure out where he is. So there it is. Underneath, he's still thinking that he is going to run. He's still in the dark on that one, guys. Like, he's just like, this is my legacy. I need to fix it. Let's take a look at his bozo son.
Just so you know, Mama's a prostitute, and Grandpa's the president of the United States.
Wow, did you really say that out loud? I don't know if they can hear you. Can you guys hear Greg? Can you hear him in the background? I said on my thing the other day, I think we got to get Greg a mic. There is the Great White Hunter, Nimrod. Oh God, he's such an absolute knob. He really is. He is just a knob. So he is hiding out down under, not in Australia, but he is. Oh, you're muffled, Greg. You are muffled. They can hear you, but you're a little muffled. So you got to speak up. Speak up. You do need a microphone. We're gonna have to get. I don't know how many USB plugs I've got left, so we're gonna have to get something for it. So this is Nimrod, the progeny of number 46. God, he's fantastic, right? So he's trying to get something started within government. Remember, when we get the Hierophant, we're talking about seats of power, the church. Amanda wants you to speak in your accents, though. I don't know. Do you got one? Well, what do you got? Give us some Sean Connery.
They can't just do it. It has to be channeled. I'm actually doing a voice and actually channeling. You're channeling?
You're channeling Sean Connery. All right, shore leave. So yeah, you're muffled. Somebody said that you sound like Charlie Brown's teacher over there. I'll just keep telling you guys what he's saying. So he said, "Boom, yummy." Shirley is a character on the Venture Brothers, which is one of the greatest animated shows ever made. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's amazing. It's hilarious. If you are of an age like me, Greg, gonna be a lot of pop culture references that you're gonna love. So, so when we talk about the Hierophant, we talk about seats of power. It's Hollywood, it's Parliament, the Kremlin, DC, anything like that. When we're talking about family situations, this can be the patriarchy or matriarchy in your family systems. This can be your parents. You know, if you're young and they're still advising you, can be that kind of stuff. So, oh boy, is Greg okay? Greg is okay. He's doing okay. Um, so right now he is consolidating power for himself. He is trying to create a situation for himself. In see, he's still a little flu cough. So, but I got high score upstairs at 101.1. You got the boy child with the high score right now. So he is not getting anywhere with this. And they're telling him to move off. So he's doing something behind the scenes. I don't know if he's trying to manipulate some stuff within the campaign. I don't know if he's trying to manipulate stuff within the current administration because he's got Daddy O allegedly running the show. Such a mess. There's blink twice if we need help. I'm blinking. I'm blinking all over the place. So um, he is trying to make that happen here in DC, and it's not happening. They're just like, move on, move along, nothing to see here. Unsuccessful, and he's just kind of trying to figure out. He's down under. He's hiding out right now. So efforts to make fetch happen for the Great White Hunter not working. So what about 45? Let's talk about 45. 45. And we had that situation in Colorado, which apparently got overturned. And then we had the situation in Maine, which is still out there. Sloppy Shuffle. Sorry, guys. You know, this is the home of the Sloppy Shuffle, especially with these slippery golden cards. So, see what's going on with 45. And I told you guys, you know, I've been in that camp for a long time. I am not getting a good vibe from any of this. I think there are things. Two of Swords is irrevocable. Ah, Emperor in reverse, World in reverse, not giving it up. Strength card, be patient. I'm going to feel good about this. And then I got King of Cups on the end. So I feel a little bit better about it. But I'm going to tell you that the readings that I've been getting are we got something behind the scenes. We'll take a look at this. Ooh, sneaky snacker. Seven of Swords. That's homage to my girl, Alicia Wicker. Sneaky snacker. So if we're looking at this straight, current situation, he's got things behind the curtain. So if ever there was a Wizard of Oz, let's hope that it's him. Um, but the stuff that's going on behind the scenes is a little bit shady. So I'm a little worried about this. You should probably look at Rudy too and see what's going on with Rudy because I knew Rudy just declared bankruptcy because he was fined a ridiculous amount of money, $100+ million in fines. But here we have crossed over to irrevocable decisions and determination. So, and that's what I've been seeing. I've been seeing that the machine that's in play to get him to not be on the ballot is working really overtime. And there is a systematic play that they're going to try and get him out of there. They're going to try and get him um, not to be on the ticket at all. That is what they're trying to do. Because then if they tinker with the election and it's somebody else, it's, you know, some other guy, Vivek or whomever they're going to try. Vivek's at the bottom of the barrel, I think. Vivek, Hansel, Hansel. We're calling him Hansel from now on. So we do have 45 taking back a little bit of power. He's downshifting right now. So I think he's, kind of dealing with the madness of this knocking him off the ballot. But he ain't done yet. The world in reverse. He is not. What's that Leonardo DiCaprio movie? I'm not effing leaving. I'm not effing leaving. He's not effing leaving. We're still getting him, and he's willing to wait. And with good reason. So, I always get the King of Cups for him. We always get the King of Cups for him. Why do we get the King of Cups for him? Because he really believes in what he's doing. He's not going to be successful within this. I keep getting this, guys, and I'm sorry. This isn't something that I really want to say. I'm hoping, and keep in mind, you know, tarot is not absolute. It is not. This is nothing fated. This is nothing. These aren't things that are going to happen. There's always free will. There's always somebody that can step in and butterfly effect it. So, for him to not be successful within this seat of power. So where does he garner more power? Does he garner more power on a social media platform, spouting out all of the some would say vitriol that the other team has been saying, oh, he's lying, he's doing this, he's doing that, doing the other thing. So, is he more powerful there? Is he more powerful not in the election? Temperance, we see imbalances here. So we see an adverse reaction to not being successful. Let's go there. Let's see if we get La Revolution. Is he going to head up something more dramatic? Are we going to see a now? My good friend Thor Sandalwood, who is also a content creator on here, he's a Vedic astrologer, and wait for him, he's my personal Vedic astrologer, and we're going to do a collab in the new year. I got to set some things up with him too, but he has told me that he sees something very different for the election. There's going to be something that gets in the way. So not sure what's going to get in the way, but he also told me that he sees no election, woman in the position for 7 years. So if we don't see 45 on the ticket, what's he going to do? What's he going to do? Oh, damn. So who clubbed back in the day? The roof, the roof, the roof is on fire. So I think he is going to resurface with a vengeance, and I think we're not going to see the end of this. I think we are going to see a response unprecedented if he is taken off this ballot, and I think we're gonna be in for a very interesting time. Hi, Robert Mace. Welcome back. I've seen you here before. So I think we're gonna see some very interesting stuff. I'm gonna be wrapping it up in a couple of minutes, guys. To wrap it up. But let's see. I don't think it's gonna be Ms. Harris. I don't think Ms. Harris is gonna be there. But I do think that we're gonna see. I've been saying this. I think we're going to see Michelle gets pulled in to the gets pulled onto the ticket. I think she's going to be our Democratic candidate. A few weeks ago, when I took a look, that's what it was saying. Let's take a look and see if she is still there. So what I saw on the last, yes, MO, Roxy. I know it's not something I like. So what I saw in my last reading is that she does not want the position, but she is being good. What? They? Why they? I can't say they. Just go by they. not a day thing. Who does?
The Ellen video said otherwise.
Yeah, but that's a preferred pronoun. She hasn't declared that. I'm gonna look on her LinkedIn and see if it says she, her. Which the whole Demi Lovato thing, she goes by she, they. That's like you're making it really confusing for me. I'm not sure what to say. So I know I had a hard time with that video. But so I'm seeing a continuation. Sorry, still have the flu. No, I don't still have the flu. I feel fine. I feel better anyway. This is like the most talkative I've been like all week. So I feel happy. I don't want to go on the call. So I do see that they're going to have to speed her into the position. She is being super vocal about it. But they keep telling her that she's not going to have to do everything. She doesn't want to be bogged down by this nonsense. She does not want to be the candidate that's going to save the party. But they keep telling her, you're going to get help, you're going to get help, but she's not seeing that help show up. She's vocally saying she doesn't want to do it. Under the surface, she doesn't want to do it. Not interested, not interested. And she's so shy about coming in. As of right now, are they going to plug her in? And when is it going to happen? When are we going to get her plugged in? Boop. She's going to do it. Reluctantly, they're going to keep her under wraps. It's going to be at the 11th hour. Intuitively, we're not going to see her until like July, August, September. Yeah, I could do a little bit more on this. I'm kind of burnt out. I've been doing readings since like 9 o'clock this morning. So, they are putting her at ease about having to do this. She will embrace it, and she's going to assume a vacuum. There's going to be a vacuum because they got to get the Roomba out of there. The Roomba is not working. Everyone's commenting on Monty Python. Bring out your dad. Put on a car. So yeah, there's going to be this vacuum, and she's going to have to fill it. It's not something that she wants to do. But I think that her wonderful spouse is telling her, I'm going to help you. So it looks like we're getting a third term. My nose is itchy. I'm going to get into a fight. Huh? Oh, fourth. That's what it is, fourth, isn't it? Fourth. Quashro. I don't know. Chitiri in Russian. I'm boning up on my Russian. I don't know about you guys. I'm boning up on my Russian. So so there it is. That's what I think. I think we're in for this election. Um, I don't think it's gonna be fun. I don't think it's gonna be fun. But so this weekend we are supposed to have weather here. Oh, Avi, I've been doing readings since 9 o'clock this morning. I am cross-eyed and no longer bushy-tailed. So I'll try and do another live. I'm teaching class tomorrow night. Again, another reminder, everybody, I've got a session of Tarot 101 going on right now, 12-week class. I'm in like week 5 or 6. I will have another session coming up February. So if you are interested, you can email me at fortunecookiestarot@gmail.com. And we can talk about getting you signed up for the class. Super easy. You can buy your supplies from Amazon, and we do it on Zoom. So super, super easy. But we got a nice community on, let me get over here. And I'm just going to send you guys the Discord copy. Put the Discord in here if you would like to join the Discord. So what we'll do is in the Discord, I do have a private section for my students so they can ask questions and put the readings up there, follow up on any of the class stuff. But you can put your own questions in there if you want. Oh, Liz, do me a favor, join the Discord and put that. There's a chat string in there asking for reading requests. Just throw it in there, and I will get to it tomorrow. I should have time in the morning. I don't think I have any readings booked in the morning. I just have my own stuff. Joan Rivers called it. Yep. So let me just get through. There we go. There we go. So, everybody, this was fun. It's nice to be back from the depths of the flu. It is very nice to be back, but we're going into phase 2 with my darling Angus. Again, high score 101.1 upstairs. So, there we go. And I added that's my Discord link for those of you on Instagram. So I'm doing both things. Hey, Maureen, how are you, lady? Been a long time since we rock and roll. So, the rest of you, I have, you can go onto my website. You can go to, the link in the description if you wanna get your own reading. I got plenty of clients that are in here right now that have had magical readings from me. Lots of fun. Amanda, I know you have a reading coming up. Um, yes, Angus is the first one to fall, so I am sure the rest of my family will catch. He's usually patient 0, yeah, like, he usually is the first one to bring home, but oddly enough, he is upstairs playing drums like a maniac with 101 fever. When I had my fever, I just laid there with my tongue hanging out my face, so, it was super fun, but my husband took good care of me. I took that if you look at my community page on YouTube, you'll see Grubby Soup, and, I think there's a picture of me just laying there, kinda sweating. But, we're supposed to have some weather this weekend, so if everybody gets sick, at least we'll just be home in the weather. And, one of my favorite things to do, this is you guys are gonna love this. We have a super long driveway, but I love to shovel snow. I think it is a holdover from when I lived in Lake Tahoe. Like, I just love deep snow, and I'll just go out there and shovel away for hours. So I'm of an age that I probably shouldn't do that anymore. But and we do have a snowblower, but I like to handcraft my snow shoveling. But we've got lots of stuff that's going on. So like I said, readings, if you guys are in the Northeast and you're snowed in, you can book readings with me. If it's really bad, I may even just go live or set up maybe I'll do like a pay-per-view over on Zoom, and we can talk about the list and the election, everything else. Yeah, Amanda, right? Full body workout, right? Amanda says full body workout. I agree. I agree. And then you can come in and eat cheese. All right, let me take the card view down. I'm gonna get on here. So all right, guys, this was great. I hope you had a great holiday season. It's great to be back. I will, you know what? I'll do a live on Friday. Because I'm pretty sure we're gonna be locked in and not taking any kids to any kind of band practice or anything like that. So I'll set up a live for Friday. So let's do a happy hour together. I'll do it nice and early so our English people can get in here, and we'll talk about some gossip. We'll talk about some readings for you guys, and we'll have a blast. Okay. So thank you so much for being here, everyone. As always, it's a delight. Each and every one of you have made this an amazing year with me quitting my corporate job and doing this full time. It's super duper. I love working from home. I love being my own boss. Did you say super duper?
Super duper.
Frankenstein is here. Foxy, Gemma, all my friends in England, you guys go get some sleep. It's late over there. Go get some sleep. I will see you all soon. Oh, and don't remember, Foxy has a live with Trevor Colt on Friday.
Remember, don't remember.
No, I said remember.
Don't remember.
No, remember. Don't listen to Greg.
You said don't remember.
Don't listen.
I'm trying to correct you. You said don't remember. I said no, remember
No.
or don't forget.
Don't forget.
Yes.
Don't forget that my husband thinks that he knows it all. All right, guys, we're out of here. We're gonna go take care of this sick boy. So actually, Raven looks like she needs to go out. Raven, you want to come say hi to everybody? Come here. Here, you guys want to see Raven? Come here, Raven. Come here. He's like, no, I'm not doing that. I need to have my makeup on. All right, we're out of here, guys. I'll see you later. Bye. See you Friday.